Welcome to Lower Body Friday. You gotta love tech. It just doesn't work all the time, does it? But anyway, good morning. Let's get ourselves started. I'm going to go for a bit of a jog on the spot. That's it. We're just raising our heart rate. Remember, nothing too strenuous. Just get ourselves started. Want to feel our blood pumping round, getting the nutrients, the oxygen, everything into the right places, shuttling all the stuff that shouldn't be there, and getting rid of that as well. So you'll feel yourself breathing a bit heavier, but not too much. This isn't about having a marathon or a sprint right now. It's just a bit of a warm-up. Okay. From there, we're going to go into some side jumps, some jumping jacks. Get those big joints moving. Get that synovial fluid flowing. That's it. Oh, big movements. Feel your body. It's letting you know which bits are working really well and which bits might be a bit achy. Okay, back into running on the spot. Okay, we'll kick those out. Right, so this morning we're going to do 5 exercises specifically targeting our lower body. So we'll talk about our lower body, talk about our quads, our hamstrings, our glutes mainly. We're also going to include a bit on our calves today as well. So we're going to start off. You're going to need some dumbbells or some form of weight, some form of resistance. We're going to do some stiff leg deadlifts. So the aim of these is to really help you stretch out those hamstrings. And then as you kind of bring yourself back up, you're going to be squeezing them. So on the way down, keep that back nice and straight so your back's protected. If you need to have a slight bend in your knee, do so. But the key thing here is to feel that stretch down the back of your hamstrings. And as you bring yourself up, squeeze the hamstrings. And as you get to the top, engage your glutes to engage your hips. So if you look at that from the side, again, down, feel that stretch down the back of your hamstrings, feel everything engage, squeeze, and bring yourself back up. After we've done that, we're going to move in to some goblet squats. So feet just over shoulder width apart, weights on your chest, and we're going to drive our backside backwards, keeping our chest nice and high. So all the way down into our squat position. Squeeze your quads to drive us to the floor away and stop yourself with your glutes at the top. So if you look at that from the side, same again, pushing our backside backwards, down into that squat position, squeeze your quads and stop with your glutes. Okay, after that, we're going to go into some step-ups. You can do these with or without your weights. And it's exactly the same set of feelings. It's squeezing your quads to drive your foot into the step and then stopping yourself when you get to the top by squeezing your glutes. So all the way up, stop, all the way back down. That's it. Okay, from there, we're going to go into some lunges. I know some people don't like lunges, but lunges are so amazing for you. So we're just going to put some standard, normal lunges in here. So find 2 markers on the floor so you can gauge your distance all the time. We want to make sure it's the same distance, the same depth for every single rep. And again, you can do these with or without weights. We're going to step forwards, drop our weight down into that lunge position so the knees nearly on the floor, squeezing our front quad, drive the floor away, back to the standing position. So if you're looking at that from the side again, stepping forwards, dropping our back leg, so our knees almost on the floor. So you'll find your front leg is almost at 90 degrees. Squeeze that quad, drive the floor away, bring yourself back to the beginning, stopping with your glutes. Okay, after we've done that, we'll probably put the weights down if you need to use something to balance, although you can use weights on this one. So we're going to move into calf raises. So position yourself on the edge of your step. So the balls of your feet are on the step. So you've got that nice ability to that nice movement straight down with your heel. So drive your heel towards the ground. Feel that stretch down the back of your calves. Then squeeze your calves and drive yourself up to the ceiling. Then back again. Nice, big, deep stretch. And that squeeze to drive yourself to the ceiling. Okay. So the plan is we're going to do Why is that doing that? We're going to do two lots of 10, one lot of 12, and one lot of 15 reps. Okay, so get ourselves into position as we start off with our stiff leg deadlifts. So a nice stretch down the back of your hamstrings. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good morning, Mark. We're going straight into goblet squats. So 10 goblet squats, feet shoulder width apart still. Remembering pushing our backside backwards, really give ourselves a nice deep stretch before driving the floor away. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. From there, we're straight into step ups. Good morning, Frank. So again, same kind of movement. Squeeze with your quads, stopping with your glutes. Really feel that like pressure and power in your muscles. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Okay. So from there into some lunges. Here you can do these with or without weight. Engage that distance, keep that side form the same throughout. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Okay, now we're going to go from calf raises onto the bottom to our step. Position ball of our foot. You can really feel a deep stretch on the way down. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and nice deep stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, have a break, grab a drink, set the timer. How is everyone this morning? I saw on the photo, I think you've got 3 people now at the circuit training.
I've actually got 11.
You've got 11. I only saw 3 on the photo. That's amazing. Oh, nicely done.
A couple of days I forgot to take a photo, and yeah, but sort of spread. I say not 11 all at the same time because I do 3 different sessions. So at the moment I've got 11 people, coming and paying money. So it's good. Yeah.
Oh, that's absolutely fantastic. Nicely done. Big round of applause to you for that one, definitely.
Thanks. Yeah. It's good. It's
I love it.
Yeah, second week. I've taken this. It's definitely an appetite for it in the market.
Yeah.
I think the time of year helps, but we'll see.
Definitely. Yeah, and we can't be far off away from another half term or end of year or something, isn't it? 3 weeks. I'm looking to Sarah. She knows these things much better than I do. Right. Okay, well, we don't have 3 weeks to wait, though, for set number 2. We can start that straight away. Okay, so back into our stiff leg deadlifts. Remember, we're going to be feeling that stretch down the back of our hamstrings. It's all about that connection with our hamstrings is this exercise. So that stretch as we go down, that squeeze as we bring ourselves back up. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and from there, straight into our goblet squats. So weights back onto our chest. Taking ourselves all the way down. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel the explosion in your quads. 6. Just squeeze them. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, from there into step ups. Same motions again, same feeling. So really zone in on those quads. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Okay. From there, back to our feet shoulder width apart. As we move into lunges. Again, this is really a good quad exercise. So zone in that feeling in your quads. As the stretch out as you go down, and as the squeeze as you push yourself away. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Okay, popping the weights down. We're moving to calf raises. Position ourselves And surprising enough, we're zoning in our calves for this one. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, and 1. Feel that deep stretch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, have a break, grab a drink. And how's life treating you today, Frank?
Well, getting there.
Good, good.
Getting there. You know, it's so much fun, the networking system. I really get to know it now. And, you know, of course, there are network events where they only do it for the money, to bring as much people together, and, you know, tickets and this and blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And lunch or drinks and everything. But now you start to learn to really network, you know, to really ask the right questions and really find people who can bring you to the next level of stages. And yeah, and that's a lot of fun. But it's work. It's a lot of
Yeah.
You have to make the miles. You have to go wherever they ask you. You have to speak. If there are 5, 10, 50, you have to do.
Well, that's the classic tale of Tony Robbins, isn't it? You know, before he became famous, he did live every outhouse and cowshed all across America, because literally he would drive to one event in the morning, do his work, drive to another event on the evening. Didn't matter where they were. It was just get in front of people, get the experience, etc. And that I find is the difference between, you know, people that have got an aspiration to speak but never make it, and those that actually make it and make it happen, is because they do make it happen. They go to the events, they get the in front of people, and that's where the magic really happens at the end of the day. You know, you can speak as much as you want in front of your mirror and you'll be amazing for yourself, but actually, unless you're in front of people and helping other people, bit line set number 3. It makes no difference if we talk about it. We've got to actually do it. Was that smooth enough? Oh, so back into our feet shoulder width part, going in for our stiff leg deadlifts. Again, thinking timing wise, slow on the way down, fast on the way up. Let's use that gravity to its best effect. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1. Really feel that all the way down your hamstrings. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, from there into the goblet squats. So same timing wise, slow on the way down, fast on the way up. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then to
11.
Oh yes, 11, 12. Oh dear. Back into our step ups. This is just a constant speed, so we're just going to keep that rhythm going. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12. Okay, and from there into lunges. Again, slow on the way down, fast on the way back up. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12. Okay, now head to our step for our calf raises. Slow on the way down, really slow, really deep into that stretch, and then fast on the way up. Really compress those calves. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, have a break, grab a drink. Hey. Ooh. Sarah's borrowed my drink. I was that one moment. You when you look at something, I thought I'll put it there. I don't think the brain's
I'm going to
fine.
get out of the loop on the group this week because loads going on, but I can see there's lots of activity. What's the headlines?
I think it's mainly me, actually. I think a lot of people have got a lot of things going on at the moment, so I've just been putting lots of little notes and stuff going in there. What was that, sorry?
App testing.
The app testing is the main thing.
Yeah, I did see that bit. I need to ask you. Yeah, so I need to, it's all in there. I need to just follow links and...
Yeah, are you Apple or Android?
Apple.
If you're Apple, you should be fine. Just follow the links, it'll work. Android, as an extra step, you have to be put into a testers group, which is on the developer console. So we need your Gmail address and we can pop you in there. But yeah,
right, I'll do it. I'll do it this weekend.
Yeah. So the Apple one's pretty much it's pretty much good to go. We just need a couple more testers and then we're fine. The Google one, they've put a hard limit. You've got to have a minimum of 20 people test it. So I think I'm on about 5 at the moment. So it might go live on the Apple one first, and then we'll follow up with the Google one afterwards. But yeah, it's great. And what else has happened? So the other thing that's happened this week is we've now finalised. So alongside that, we're using Kajabi for delivering the. Where are we? Yeah, we're using Kajabi to deliver the course. So we've now actually got the Business Body Network online, actually as not only a web course, but it's actually now a app as well. So you can go into there, you can get access to all the material, you can click on that, you can get started, you can do the introductions and stuff. So
yeah, fantastic. So is that the same thing or separate thing?
It's the same thing. So the SharpFit app is mainly to help people get. What I found is when we create the course, I went through a few testers. They loved it, but the issue was you having to manually create all of the, so all your macros and all the values for that. I'm having to manually create or find all the values for exactly what your BMI and stuff is. It just drives people away. They then try to find different ways of doing it. Whereas this gives them just one thing where they can pop all the details and it spits out what their macros are. It doesn't do the full meal plan yet. That's later. That's like a version 2 perhaps. But it kind of just gives them some tools. So it gives them a full exercise database. So there's like 340 odd exercises in there. I've got Sarah being timekeeper telling me we're wasting time, so I better go on to set number 4 before I really annoy her.
Well, not that it was a delaying tactic with my questions, not at all. No.
Was that a delaying tactic with your question? I've never noticed that one, Mark. Nice delaying tactic.
Martin, is it called Be Sharp Fitness?
It's SharpFit, SharpFitForLife.
Okay.
Business Body Network.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Right, so let's get ourselves back into position. Let's start last and final set of the
people's front of Judea. It's not the Judean people's front.
I deserve that. Okay, straight into stiff leg deadlifts. 15 of these, starting in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, oh yeah, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, from there into goblet squats. So weights up on your chest. And again, bring it all together, form, feeling, timing. Try and get your elbows as close to your knees as you can by keeping your elbows straight out as well. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, and from there into step ups. I'm just going to increase the pace just a little bit. I'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15. Okay. And from there into our lunges. So again, same length, same depth. Each one, really concentrate on that feeling in your quads. Slow on the way down, fast on the way up. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15. Okay. Final exercise of this morning's session is we go into calf raises. Back to that nice slower tempo. Really drive your foot down. Feel that stretch down your calves, potentially into your hamstrings as well. And then really drive yourself back up by squeezing your calves. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, grab yourself a drink. And that is the end of another lower body session. So, yes, it should be called SharpFitForLife, Frank, when you see it. It should look something like that. When you get it.
SharpFitForLife.
Yeah. I'm about halfway through reading that Fit for Life book, Mark. Thank you for the recommendation. It's
old one, yeah.
Yeah, it's got some interesting bits. Like you say, there's some bits that are just wildly wrong, but yeah, it's interesting.
If I recall, does it talk about eating only fruit in the morning? I can't remember. I think it does, doesn't it? Yeah. So some of it you're like. So my take so far on my journey is all of these plans, regimes, books have got something. You know, there's something you go, yeah, you'll lose weight doing that, or you will. But it's how sustainable it is and how healthy it is long term, isn't it? For me, anyway, it's like one thing is like, yeah, that works, but then I don't know. What I like about what we did was you mix it up a bit. Sometimes you surprise your body, and because when your body just gets used to things, doesn't it, all the time, and then it goes into plateaus, and sometimes you've got to surprise yourself a bit and mix it up, and also just life, you know, a bit of variety as well, isn't it? Yeah.
Definitely, and being able to keep yourself on track, that whole psychology element of it. But I mean, you've got to remember, over the last couple of decades, we really have learned a hell of a lot. I mean, if you look at the number of medical studies on, what's it called? The American Scientific Publications website. It's got like millions of publications on there, and a lot of them are all health related, and a lot of them have come out in the last couple of decades. So when you think back to a lot of like some of the early pioneers in bodybuilding, the likes of like Arnold Schwarzenegger and stuff, the stuff they were doing then, they were doing just purely blind and seeing if it worked or not. If it did, they just repeated it, and so it's no wonder some of it was kind of wildly wrong. And it's a bit like when you look at some things like Eastern medicines and stuff. Some people think actually it's crazy what's happening there, but now science is catching up to some of the things they're doing, and actually the reality is some of it's right, but they just don't have the explanation as to why, but they knew the what and the how. It's just really interesting.
Yeah, no, it's fascinating. I mean, that book it's a bit like musical influences. It's in our family because my wife read that book in when did she read it? Yeah, I think the late 90s or something like that. I hadn't met her at this point, you know, and that kind of there's a little shift. She, from quite a young age, she got very into her health and fitness. So then when we met, she was like, you know, and when we met, I was just eating crap, just living life, not really taking that so seriously. And then she said, "Oh, you should read this." And I remember sort of reading it. So, and she's evolved since then. She was always ahead of me. But we sort of credit that book as the beginning. If you go back through our kind of like, Mark was unhealthy, then Mark got healthy, but I was influenced by my wife, and then she was influenced by this and then that. And that book was kind of the start of it. So it was, yeah, it's nice sometimes to pick things off the shelf and go, oh,
yeah. And being able to remember where that seed came from, because that's where the real credibility is. Because a lot of people say, "Oh, I just woke up and this started to happen," and the reality is that's so incongruent. Because there's always a something behind it. There's always some motivation. There's always something that kind of springs to mind. So yeah. Anyway, we could chinwag about this all day, and we probably should at some point, but not right now, probably. So I'll let you guys enjoy the day, and we'll see you on Monday. It should be a full week next week. So have an absolutely super weekend with whatever you're going to be doing, and we'll catch up with you then.
There you go. Frank, see you soon. Keep going. See you.
Bye-bye for now.
All right.